Yo. What's up with you people, man? This your boy Retro Rob coming back at y'all with another episode of Life is Chess. Now, for the battle, I usually don't do battles and predict battles. It might be something that I might experiment with. Again, because, my favorite battler used to be B Magic. You see what I'm saying? And with that being said, battling has kind of, I've kind of lost taste for battling. You see what I'm saying? Because now it's just getting super corny. Battling is getting like how rap is right now. You see what I'm saying? The stage of battle, the youngins is taking over, and I'm all about the youngins, man. Now I will say this. I like Twerk. I like New Jersey Twerk. I like his style, man. I like that he has his own style. When I first heard Twerk, he sounded like he could be Mystical Son. You see what I'm saying? He just got that style with him. You see what I'm saying? But he just, he's a whole different type of person, man. He's a whole different breed. You see what I'm saying? I like Twerk, man. He's kind of vintage. Also, my homeboy, man, my brother, Jack Boy, nice, another nice one. You see what I'm saying? Another nice one. I still love me some Rum Nitty. Pretty much all the vicious punches. I never was a Cassidy fan. Always thought his material was kind of weak. That's just my personal opinion. B Magic was my favorite. I used to love the old clips like everybody else. Lux is one of my favorite. Not one of my favorite, but he's one of my favorite in a way of you gotta respect Lux. You see what I'm saying? My favorite battle with Lux. A lot of people was that Calico battle, but I like that one too. But my favorite was with him and Hollow the Dawn. Hollow the Dawn wasn't really one of my favorite, but he is a legend as well. Now, Paste, I love some Paste, nice. Paste is not really known to be a puncher. He's a straight up lyricist. He got some wordplay, and he's good at exposing his opponents and their weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? Ill Will was one of my favorite. One of my favorite battles with Ill Will was him and B Magic. That was a heck of a battle. Pretty much anybody versus B Magic back in that time. Charlie Clips and B Magic, Tay Rock and B Magic. Tay Rock is another one that ain't really one of my favorite, but I can get why people like him. K Shine is another one that ain't really one of my favorites, but I can get why people like him. DNA is another one that's not really one of my favorites, but I can get why people like him. Big T is not really one of my favorites. I kind of like the old Big T. Back when he battled Hollow the Dawn and when he battled Hitman. Now Hitman, I love Hitman. I definitely like Averb. I feel like Mook was saying a lot in that battle, but a lot of what Mook was saying wasn't like really battle bars. They were like he was trying to write, basically writing raps. And I feel like Averb came more to him with more of a battle bars. You see what I'm saying? Now Rum Nitty and Av, they put on the show. Av to me, was kind of flaming out. I thought he was gonna be the next B Magic, but he's flaming out. And your boy Geechee Gotti is nasty. He's basically taking on that title. And also just giving y'all a quick rundown, man. And also Glueezy is tough. I like him. He reminds me of Big K. Big K is one of my favorite, another puncher. You see what I'm saying? Danny Myers is another one of my favorite. The list goes on, man. The list goes on, man. But we talking about the Hustler, and we talking about the Animal right now. Now, Goodz, I like Goodz. Goodz is okay. I ain't super, a Goodsaholic, but he's okay. Cassidy, I used to be a Cassaholic, but ever since that accident Cassidy had, it does kind of sound like he's using recycling bars. Now, this is my opinion. I happen to be really cool with with Jag, man, Chubby Jag. That's the bruh, the big bruh, and he's like that's one of my favorite rappers ever. You see what I'm saying? And I know him and Cass is cool, but he has nothing to do with this particular situation. And I know Jag is gonna be there, man. And it's some surprises and stuff that we gotta look out for, but we'll keep that a secret. But to this battle, I just feel like Goodz is beatable. I feel like Goodz is definitely beatable. Because all Goodz does is he Joan and he funny boy. Goodz is definitely funny. He Joan, and he just talk about how much more money he got than you, and try to, outstyle you, outclass you. But I feel like with Cassidy, that's gonna be very hard to do, being as though Cass is the breadwinner in this type of circumstance. But with Cassidy, the issue with Cassidy is what Cassidy is we gonna get, and I know Cassidy don't like when people say that, but it is what it is. I'm keeping it 100. You see what I'm saying? Because that disaster battle was nowhere near anything. That was like one of the worst Cassidys I heard. Let me just keep it a buck, man. I'm with everybody else, and I don't want to be as much as I don't want to be. I got to, because I love, and I respect Cassidy, because I was one of those people that came up and seen how Cassidy, man, we used to rush. A dude, one of my homeboys back at school, man, he hit me to Cassidy, man, because he was just like, man, you gotta listen to Cassidy, man. He got, he actually could battle. He actually got punchlines. We was on punchlines hard back then. And I was like, man, Cassidy don't got no punchline. What are you talking about? The dude that do hotels? The dude that do, I'm a hustler? He said, yeah, man. I said, man, that man ain't got no bars for real. Then I heard him. I heard a freestyle of Cassidy, right? And I was like, holy crap. And ever since then, I was hooked. Every freestyle he came out with, I was listening to. I was banging, man. Me and my man was like fiends on YouTube waiting for another Cass freestyle, man. We used to hate when he stopped rapping, man. We was like, man, give us another one and another one. But this is a whole different day and time. And see, the thing with battle rappers, not just battle rappers, the thing with legends in general coming back is that they always feel like, because I always felt like when I hoop, I was very good at basketball back in the day. But I was, I always felt like, we get this thing where everybody that was great at a certain time think that they're going to forever be great. And their time is never going to be, never be up. And, I see a lot of these youngers today, and even though there's some youngers out there that probably can beat me and give me a run for my money, I still feel in my mind that nobody can stop me. You see what I'm saying? And that's the same way I feel like Cass feel. So that's the question with Cass. Is he still capable of dominating like we're used to seeing Cassidy do? Or, is he a little bit in over his head? You see what I'm saying? We'll find out. And then another thing, you add that with the to me, a very, very biased URL crowd. You see what I'm saying? Who like what they like. That's just like these youngins today. You can't convince them that, real lyrics and stuff is where it's at. They feel like their music, the Lil Yachty's and the Uzi Verts and all that stuff is what's really popping. The Blueface and all that. Same way with this situation. They like what they like. And I feel like the moment Cassidy don't have a chance anyway as far as with that crowd. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like if he come out there with any type of way that he was in that disaster battle, I feel like Cassidy will definitely, lose before he even gets started. You see what I'm saying? They won't even give him a chance. This is just how I'm used to when I see the URL crowd. This is not King of the Dot. And King of the Dot, they're very fan friendly, and they're really hard on bars. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that wasn't nearly, that wasn't nearly the best Disaster I heard, and that wasn't nowhere near the best Cassidy that I heard at all. And I feel like that wasn't really much that Disaster did do. It wasn't what Cassidy did do, it was what Disaster didn't do that allowed Cassidy to get that victory. You see what I'm saying? He beat Disaster on swagger. It wasn't really the bars, it was the swagger that pretty much got Cassidy the edge, and Disaster not having any type of, presence. Now, with this situation is a whole lot different because, like I said, the difficulties of getting the URL crowd, to buy into what you're selling, especially right now, because they automatically looking at a veteran like, we don't want to hear that old crap. And sometimes you could be saying something fire, and they'll label it as old crap because they really don't want to see you be successful. I've seen it done with people that Joe Buttons, seen it done recently with Jay Mills. You see what I'm saying? K-Shine wasn't all that nice. He was alright, but he wasn't all that nice. And people hyped him up like he just was some, like he was like a Charlie Clips in his prime. You feel me? The Animal. Goodz. Now, I feel like Goodz is definitely going to try to make a statement. I feel like Cassidy is going to try to make a statement too because I heard a lot that resembles the old Cassidy and that Norbs. Shout out to Norbs too. And that Norbs interview, Cassidy was talking. Cassidy always talking stuff, man. But Cassidy was really talking some stuff. Kind of was like the vintage old Cassidy. But I feel like Goodz is definitely going to try to come and make a statement. This is going to be by far the best Goodz that we ever seen. Some people say him versus Tay-Rock was the best Goodz. I feel like this will be the best Goodz because this is more than just a battle to Goodz. This is Goodz' chance to try to finally end what has been, an incredible run over the years, and what is Cassidy. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Cassidy feel like they don't give him the proper respect he deserves. And he got to realize that, he's one of the reasons, and I could attest to that. And I can vouch for that. He is one of the main reasons. He was doing this before Smack. He's one of the main reasons why you have people like Goodz to begin with. One of the reasons why you have a B Magic. One of the reasons why you have Arsenal, and a lot of them had admitted that Cassidy was one of the reasons. Conceited in them, and Arsenal and them, and Hollow the Don and them have admitted that. But as we know in life, it's not about what you did, it's about what you're doing now. And whenever that battle, the day comes for that battle, we'll see what type of Cassidy comes. I feel like I'll have a hard time predicting this battle because I know what Goodz I'm gonna get. It's just a matter with Goodz how even better Goodz is gonna be versus Cassidy. It's a matchup thing, people. But if the problem is for me to make a prediction, is that I don't know how Cassidy is gonna come. You see what I'm saying? If I had to bet the house on it, I will pick Goodz just in case, just because I'm all about lackluster performances. And versus Diz, even though Cassidy got the W, and the W matters at the end of the day, I feel like he's gonna have to step his game all the way up versus Goodz. And in the URL at that, because if he comes into the URL and Cassidy comes with that stuff that he did with Goodz, that he did with Diz, they will automatically boo him. And then Cassidy won't get discouraged, but he will definitely feel the wrath of that URL crowd. You see what I'm saying? So I would go with Goodz in this one. All because I don't know what Cassidy I'm going to get. You see what I'm saying? I know what Goodz I'm going to get, and I know how that URL crowd is, and I know, and I don't feel like they're going to even give Cassidy a chance. I know Goodz. I'm gonna tell you this. I know Goodz is definitely gonna win in the building. But it's just a matter of how it's gonna look on after the battle on camera. You see what I'm saying? But there you have it. It's your boy Retro Rob, man. That is my prediction for the Goodz versus Cassidy battle. You know, hopefully we can get a date soon and we can get this thing popping. It's your boy. Peace.